Mémoire vive. Mémoire vive.
This is memoirevivetv, and we welcome the digital staff of the Obama campaign, Joe Rospars, new media director, Sam Graham-Felsen, chief campaign blogger from the staff of Obama for America. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. So first question, does the digital world, the internet, is a mean to get some progress in democracy?
I think so. I think the health of a democracy is measured by the level of participation from citizens. And so when we think about the health of democracy, voting is just the beginning. And what we hoped for and expected in our campaign was to get people doing more and taking on ownership and leadership of the campaign and the community around them. So I think if the digital campaign can be an opportunity to train more leaders and make them more effective leaders in their local communities, then it's a good thing.
Do you think it's the American politicians are right now used to that?
No, I don't think that's a normal. I don't think that's a normal approach for an American politician. But hopefully, through the example of taking a risk on that approach and winning, we're seeing some politicians pick it up. But there are still lots of people who are comfortable to do it the same old way.
Okay, thanks. And this new kind of campaign, that is to say mixed web and the ground, you worked at, is almost everywhere nowadays. Any comment on that?
You think it's almost everywhere?
Yeah, it seems people used to, in other countries, to try to do the same.
I mean, I hope that's the case. What we tried to do was use new technologies to drive people to do what is basically the oldest technology, which is talk to each other face-to-face, in person. The most effective campaign strategy, in my opinion, is to harness the internet to drive offline action. We simply could not have won the campaign without this grassroots effort, which was essentially a merger of online and offline activism.
Okay. Any comment? No? Okay. And you said that you are working in particular with the Red Cross. And what kind of collaboration is it?
We help the Red Cross and the American Red Cross communicate with and organize and raise money and do fundraising from the core supporters who want to be part of helping disasters that happen around the world or in the U.S., but also who care about prevention and want to build a community of people who are part of that organization and its history and its opportunities.
Okay, thank you. And we have been surprised by the statement of President Obama about his distrust about digital devices. And what do you think about it?
Well, I have an iPad, I have an iPhone, I have 2 computers. I have pretty much every gadget you can imagine. And I wasn't offended by what Obama said because I do think that we have to acknowledge that technology can occasionally be distracting, that the internet provides so much content, and not all of it is high quality. And some of it, in fact, takes power away from people in ways. But I think as long as we're aware of the fact that the internet, has certain, potential downsides, we can better educate ourselves about how to use it for positive empowerment.
Any comment, Joseph? No? Okay. And you spoke about the iPad and tablet devices. Do you think they will be used in the future campaign? And what about the mobile devices?
All right, I like the iPad, so I can. I think one big change that the iPad and the iPhone and just the mobile web generally is bringing about is the fact that traditional campaign activities can now happen anywhere. In the past, you had to go physically into an office. They would give you a list of phone numbers that you would call. They would give you a list of addresses for you to walk to and knock on doors. Today, you can do that from anywhere. On the 2008 campaign, we made it possible for people to make phone calls using our technology from their computer at home, or get lists of addresses to go knock on doors from their computer at home. And I think in 2012, you'll see people being able to do it from not even at home, but anywhere. So if they're at a bus stop waiting for the bus, they can make 3 phone calls to undecided voters. So I think it's going to have an impact. But again, all of these new technologies are only as powerful as the users want to make them. And hopefully all of them will be harnessed to drive real-world actions.
Okay, I have a last question about ethics. You spoke about ethics, and would a code of conduct to learn how to become a digital citizen or to develop a certain shape of responsibility and trust would be necessary, is necessary?
I think that what's going to decide people's behavior or not behavior is the organizations that are trying to get people involved. And so I think if organizations can approach their relationships with people in a transparent way, in an authentic way, and in a two-way communication, and in a way that offers people genuine participation, then that will attract all the right kind of volunteers and donors and evangelists for different causes. So I think that there's a lot of variation in terms of how organizations are willing to open up to people's participation, but the more that organizations can really examine themselves and offer people those true opportunities, the better off both the organizations and the individuals will be.
I would add something. It's a way also to educate people about certain issue like privacy or personal image online, etc.
Say that again?
It's a way to educate people about some issues, about being online, acting online, posting photos, or being part of a political movement.
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity for organizations to get together and lay out their commitments to privacy and to general protection of people's identities and things like that. And any good organization will have a very strong privacy policy and only communicate with people who have opted into that relationship. And so the more transparent organizations are about those policies, the better. And if organizations can get together and sort of educate more people who might be a little bit afraid to participate in a more meaningful way about those policies, all the better still.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mémoire vive.